Hello everybody. We've come to everybody's favorite time, the plant update intro tier list. Should stop. I'm gonna minimize the OBS now so I don't look myself in the eyes. Yes, I can look right at you. Hello. So yeah, we've come to everybody's favorite time, plant update time. Is sitting like here-ish, like good for the camera. I mean, I can even like just a little bit. That's not too bad. Yeah, so maybe I'll just... I can never be a streamer. Anyways, thank you for joining me for the Plan Update intro tier list. Woo! So here I have the tier list. You can do it yourself if you really want to. Follow along at home if you so choose. Yeah, so I've got all Plan Update intros right here. And this little thing, I made this all myself, and then I will be ranking them S through D. And now, like, I just want to clarify. So there's only one of them that will not be ranked. It's the one we'll get to it, but it's the one from June 2020, at the height of like fallout of the murder of George Floyd. All that, I wasn't really in the headspace for a silly Plan Update intro, so I did like a 1.5-minute ramble of like things that are hard. Life's hard, so like that's okay, which upon reflection is, you know, but regardless, that's not a bit, so I'm not ranking that. I'm not gonna be like, how good did I do at social justice, woo, like that's not, no. So that one's, I still wanted to include that one because it's one of the 36 that we're ranking. Also 36, it's been 3 years, so that means 12, it says it's 12 months a year, so 12 intros a year, 3 years, 36 intros, 35 that are actually being ranked, which is kind of nutsy. So, yeah. So we're gonna just start watching them. I'd like to, so the ranks, I haven't really figured out what they mean to me yet. D is still passing. I would like that to be known. Like, none of these intros fail. They all served their purpose as the Plant Update intro. Some of them could have done better. Certainly could have done better. I'm gonna say that like C/B is kind of like, this line is kind of like the, you know, I don't know. D is like, you did your job, I guess, but you're really not memorable or that entertaining. C is kind of like, you did your job well for the time, but it's just, upon reflection, really not the strongest. B is just a solid intro. Just a solid intro. No real qualifiers on it. Nothing exceptional, but it's just a solid intro. A is like, whew, you're a good intro. That's a good intro. And S, one for the history books. For the history books. So, as well with this, I got 5 of my closest associates. Well, I shouldn't say close associates. 5 of the associates that... I don't want to insinuate that friends that don't watch my channel I'm not as close with. I don't want to insinuate that. But I mean, I can't talk shit about them because they're not going to watch this anyways, so like... Anyways, but I got 5 of my dearest friends to rank the Plan Update intros as well. I have not seen their tier lists yet. I've had them send it to me. That part will be filmed later down the line just because I haven't got all of them in yet, but I just... Also, I realized that it would probably be better to break this up because, like... That's a lot to do in one sitting. Also, I want to make a little spreadsheet. So, anyways, with all that out of the way, so like I'll do my intro, I'll do my ranking, watch all the intros first, and then we'll do my analysis of friends and such, and like comparison down the line. It'll still be in this video, but just not how I'm filming it today. So this will be a long video. But anywho, with all that out of the way, let's oh, there was some oozage. Let's just get started.
Howdy gamers, it's your boy Toad27 back at you with a plant update. Woo! Plant update.
The effects though, that's where it's at. So that's the first Plant Update intro, and I gotta say, it's not the most memorable, not the most crazy. Let me find it. Howdy. Not the most memorable, not the most crazy, but it's serviceable and it's good and it's got the energy to it. So I'm conflicted between B and C. I'm gonna go. It's definitely not D. I think it services it, but it's not A at all. It's not like memorable. It's not like this is solid. B, I still feel like there's an amount. Is there an amount of qualifier on it? The energy's really there though, and the sunglasses, and then the effect of like, woo! It's gotta go. I think that has to go B. I think that is just a solid intro, a solid way to set the tone. I think that's good. So let's get into
Good morning, gamers. It's time for another plant update. Plant.
That one, there was nothing special. It served its purpose. Time for. It served its purpose. It did its job, but really wasn't anything spectacular. So I gotta give it that. I did some of the effects. Pardon me. Did some of the transition effects to start with, but then I kind of moved away from those. But I think that's yeah, unqualified. I think that's a D tier. Served its purpose, but really nothing special. Poor Blue. I think I know which one this is. Part of the fun of this is a couple months ago I did rewatch all of these just for fun, because I was like, I do want to do it, but I want to go through these again and give some feedback and live reaction to them. I think this is the gun one though. I think it's crazy to see how like bare my background is, and especially my door not painted anymore. That's really jarring to just see white, because like, I mean, my door's only been painted for like 2 years, and like I've been doing plan update for much. Oh, I didn't actually press play. It's 11:30 a.m. I should be fine. I also got plenty of sleep. This is a good one. This is good.
You ready for plant update?
The reload's really solid.
Plant update.
Good. I think that's an unqualified A. I think that's a solid A. Nothing insane. Nothing insane for the history books, but I think that's just a good intro. Just a good intro. Yeah. It's so silly of me not pressing play. It's so jarring. I'm gonna have to rearrange some stuff again because I have another coloring sheet to put up there for me and my friends. But it's really jarring not seeing my door painted because it's like feels like it adds so much to the background just by having it there. Eventually I might put stuff on my door. I wanted to avoid it as much as I could and like use that wall up. But it's so jarring, and also like seeing this not how it is. You know how you just forget the past and you forget what the past felt like or existed. And anyways. Let's see what this is. This is a shrug.
Plant up.
It's weak. That's a D. That's a D. Where's the shrug? There's no point wasting time on that. That's a D. I shrugged. I did it. I got it over with. That's fine.
Plant update. Plant.
I'm conflicted. I love that one. I love it a lot. I think it's really fun. I used to have the paper still, but I feel like it's long been lost since the annals of history. But I like it, but I don't think I like it that much. So I think I'm gonna put it A. I think it's just a good intro. I really appreciate it. Appreciate what it did. Paper. There we go. It was really fun picking the screenshots out. Because I did this a decent amount of time ago. I think this, when I made these, is probably when I rewatched everything. Paper goes A. I'm gonna say paper goes A. It's crazy how short these intros were. Time for plan update. I feel like I thought that was really funny at the time. And that's just kind of like just a little gross. I think that'll be our first C. We're gonna put that in C. I think that there's something unique about it there, but also it's just like, so we're gonna put that in C. Just gonna go C. It's crazy how short the Planet Update intros used to be. Like 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Now I'm having ones that push 2.5 minutes. Like, I have Planet Updates shorter than some of the newest intros. Truly shows the evolution of my character acting. It's time for Plant Update. That is our first S. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. That one's perfect. It's our first S. That one, like, the hauntingness of just opening on black, that's terrifying. I haven't done that since. Not consciously. It's not like it's too scary to open on black. But that is, like, the fear of what to come. And now, I think that was the first time I used the crab hat on my channel. Which, like, literally perfect. Oh my goodness. First S. Easy. Easy. Easy S. What did the concerned wave say to the other wave? What are you doing? What is happening with my hair? Why did I think water was so funny? It's going C again. I don't know what's happening with my hair. I mean, I don't know what's happening with my hair anymore. I haven't got a haircut in months, but also, like, because I want to. I want to grow it out. I'm having fun. But, like, what is happening with my hair in that one? I don't quite know. Easy S on that. Easy S. Sorry, the water pour is, like, passable. It's not, like, a, you know, solid, and, like, B is the, like, standard for, like, this is a good intro. I don't have to say much else about it. And then, like, degrees varying from, like, it served its purpose, I guess, but it's really not memorable. Yeah, I explained it already. I don't know why I feel the need to re-explain it. So, let's just keep charging forward. So it's widely accepted by most historians that Constantinople fell in 1453. But did it actually fall? Were you there to see it? Hi, my name is Water Thatcher, and welcome to my TED Talk.
Plant Update.
I thought that the fall of Constantinople and the idea of Istanbul being an illegitimate city-state was the funniest thing. So I just ran it into the ground. Like, I literally hid notes at work saying, please rebuild Constantinople. I thought it was the funniest thing. And it's not. It isn't. But I mean, like, I think the microphone bit was funny. I think that was good. Water Thatcher, I think I got from, like, a name generator. I have to find it. We'll put that in B. I think that's, like, it's passable, it's funny, but, like, if I'm putting qualifiers on it, I feel like it has to be C. I'm conflicted. The microphones is funny, and, like, it doesn't overstay its welcome. So I think I'm gonna put it in B for now. Maybe I'll change. I can change my answers when I want to. This is my tier list, I don't care. That one's iffy. That one's on the line. Oh. Oh. Oh, how phenomenal. Oh, apologies, I was just indulging on some of the finest literature known to man. I guess it is that time of the month again, so shall we get into it?
Plant up.
It's like, it's fine. It's fine. But, like, it's really not that good. Like, Fresco is funny. I haven't actually read Mr. Quiet on my channel yet. It's funny, it's upside down. But, like, put that in D for now. That's also riding the line between C and D of, like, there's things there that are good, but also, like, eh. It's always fun when I start out of frame because I have to remember where I'm coming in from. Because I don't know if the door's going to open. I don't know if I'm going to come inside.
Thank you for waiting. Oh. So I know this is a cause that is both really dear to us, so I'll just get to the chase. Can we rely on your political and financial support for the rebuild Constantinople movement? I know this is dear to both of us. Now I just need you to sign this nice line so we can have full access to your credit card. And also the nice number here, the 3 digits on the back, and the expiration date right here. Can we just please get that from you?
The pause with the pen forward, that can go in C. That can go in C. I'm glad that that's the last time the Constantinople bit appears. Do I like that more than the first one? Not necessarily. I think both of them have elements that work. No, I think that this one belongs in C. Because there's elements that work. But as a whole, there still has to be qualifiers on, like, these were a few good elements. I think I'm more confident in that. Let's say we technically like that. Okay. I think I know which one this is. Hello there.
Plant update.
It's short and sweet. It's B. I think it's kind of funny. It's just, like, jarring. Like, hello there. The tube. I think it's B. Short and sweet. Cuts to the point. Has a decent punchline. Maybe not, like, the most humorous, but, like, it's not like it drags on long enough that, like, you're able to do anything. Could I have done more with it? I guess, but, like, really, that's solid. It's just solid. I don't care. It's just solid. Oh, pinwheel.
Plant update.
Is that a B or a C? I don't know. The running is funny. I think it's good. It's just like boop. Oh. The fresco went through my nose when I burped. It's just a lot. That's just a B. It's solid. I think there's something to be said when I'm actually able to do a short Planet Date intro. I don't know the last time I did a short intro. Like, under 30 seconds. And, like, most of these are under 30 seconds. Maybe a couple of them push a minute. Yeah.
Keep your voice down. I don't want the feds to hear. Okay? You got the money? Of course I got the stuff. It's pristine. Mint. In package. Okay? Remember, you didn't get this from me, you hear? Aight? Here's your silica gel, you sick bastard!
The way I grabbed that 20 with such ferocity. Like, I'm thinking of mixing vicious and ferocious. And I don't know which one is, like, the osity of it. Anyways, the way I just, like... the silica dealer, literally... Ugh. The way that I created an entire character out of... I don't even remember where I got all the silica gel from, but the way I combined this leather jacket that I don't even know how my dad got it, but it's from a show called Dudley the Dragon. Which was on, like, Treehouse or something, and it's, like, a good quality one. Like, it's also featured in, Thursday Morning. I use it. And it, like, we think that, I think he might have got it at a thrift store, but, like, it looks like it's, like, a crew jacket. Like, it was a jacket that was only given to crew of the show. and we like have it, and we like resurfaced it when we were looking through like sheds or the shop or whatever. And then I had the silica, and I was like, and then I combined them, and I literally made, I think, my best character ever. And I mean, we'll see the evolution of the silica. This is the one. Yeah, I'm not gonna rewatch this because it's just gonna be like, I said some words. Did I need to say some words? Not really. Did I say any not good words? Not really, I guess. Anywho, the silica dealer. Oh, we're already getting to part 2 here. Oh, my door's painted now. When did that happen? Oh, we can't tell on that one. It wasn't painted here, was it? No. I think I painted it April, so I don't think it technically would have been painted here yet, but it would have been painted here. It's because it was. So true. Anyways, sorry. Without further ado, let's continue the saga.
This is the last time. You hear me? I can't keep doing this. After today, I'm done. I'm going clean. Don't turn this on me. I did my time. Okay? Your sister's worried sick about you. Do you even care? You're just gonna find another one. You're just gonna find another dealer. That's all you're gonna do. God. Well, this should last you a while. Have fun with your life. Smell you later, loser.
There I go.
Update.
Like, I don't want to just say that the Silica Saga gets all S's, but I also can't not say that. It'll be a while till we get to the second part. I think a full year, so like a full 12 intros, but yeah. I mean, what can I say? Like, the accent, the character, the development. Planet Update intros is truly what taught me the value of second person, which I implored very well. I would like to think I implored it very well in One More Drink. I don't know if I've explained the story of One More Drink. I mean, most people watching this probably know it because they're my friends. But if you're here and you only know me parasocially, we submitted One More Drink to a provincial festival because there was like it was like an online provincial festival because there was no in-person options at that time because COVID was still like screwing everything up. But like the things that it had to be though is it had to be originally written and only one performer. Because of like restrictions, they didn't want like as many close contacts in that, and because it was like through school. Also, this is a glow stick ring that I'm probably just gonna wear for a little bit. The glow stick's dead, but they just didn't want like as many close contacts in that. So then, when you have one performer, you've got some options. You've got like the lunatic approach of like talking to people that aren't there, but like it's noticeable that they like third person somebody talking to people that aren't there, which we didn't want to do because we didn't want to like further stigmatize that and like didn't have any good stories to tell with that, and we didn't want to just be like, look at this person who like is talking to people that don't exist, because like that's way too stigmatized already, and like if I'm to use that as a device, I want it to be an actually good story that like respects that and doesn't just like make it a ploy. And then there was the option of like you could edit and have people play multiple characters, but we didn't really want to do that because it was still supposed to be a theater festival, so we didn't really want to like have a ton of edits in it. So we landed on second person of like creating the audience as a character that is being talked to. Thanks to Emmi for that suggestion as well. I should have thought of it much sooner, considering how much I did it with Plant Update intros, but yeah, so we landed on that and ended up being really good. Some of the other people who submitted, I think there was only one or two other groups that actually did second person as well, or maybe even only one, and the rest played multiple characters and like edited. No. I don't want to like. I don't want to speak ill of the other group that did second person. They had a ton of edits though. Like they continually like jump cutted. Like every 5 seconds was like a cut. Which really made it not, it made it feel like it was edited like a sitcom almost. It just like didn't, it just took me out of it a lot. Anyways, so we didn't want to do that. So I forced my dear friend Sarah to memorize the 8-minute monologue I wrote for her. And I mean, thanks to them, they did it. Flying colors. Anyways, I really got off topic. So yeah, anyways, I'm eternally grateful to Sarah for memorizing an 8-minute monologue I wrote. Because, like, even when they go off stage in the middle, that's not cut. We kept going. We just ran with it. Mark, where is...
Good morning, gamers! Welcome to the PP zone. My name's DeMarquarius, and, I'm leaving.
It's literally perfect. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't want to, like, I could try to say I'm not biased, but it's also my intros, so, like, of course I am. The name DeMarquarius came from, an online friend, like, through another friend, named Lilith, was at, like, a driving course, or whatever, and the teacher was taking attendance or whatever, because he had to sign up for it. And a kid was named DeMarquarius, but it was spelled very intensely. I forget exactly how it was spelled. There's like Q's. There's at least one Q in it. It was intense to spell. So the teacher, first try, nails it. Nails the pronunciation. Not even like a missed emphasis on a syllable. Nothing. Perfectly. DeMarquarius. Then when the teacher got to their name, they were like, Lilith? You'd think Lilith is simple enough, but... So no, it stuck with me. It was funny. So now, dear friend DeMarquarius exists. What can I say? I mean, like, I don't want to say that, like, I'm biased. I am. I'm heavily biased in spreading this information.
Oh, it's my turn?
The doorbell rang again. Holy shit. Hold on. Sorry. Oops. You guys! Oh my gosh! So my aunt stopped by earlier. That's why I started filming, because she stopped by earlier. She had to pick some stuff up. So my parents aren't home. But... Oh, what is my hair done? That's fine. She had to pick some stuff up. So I was like, okay, so it's like it. She's gone. It's nice. But then the doorbell rang again. I was like, I'm not expecting anybody else. What? And she dropped by. She dropped by a little bag, and she was like, "Happy Easter, Noah. Lots of love." That's so sweet. Now I got like a little chocolate bunny. And this little lion. She is so sweet. And then a giraffe. A little giraffe. Oh my goodness. She is so sweet. So sweet of her. Anyways, well, that was a pleasant surprise. Anyways, I like this intro a lot. I think this is a funny one. Drags on a little long, but it's funny.
Oh, it's my turn? Got any 7s? Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. We're playing Go Fish. I don't have. Well, I don't know why you're so insistent about this. I don't know what you. Fine. Take the Watt Hydra. See if I care. I hate this stupid game.
Update.
It's funny. It's good.
Update.
I think it was good. I feel like that's might be only an A. It's a little long, and like it's very confusing at the start, all for like one punchline. I like it though. I think it's good. Maybe it's A or B. A or B. This drives me nuts that the tag was sticking out here.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there. I was just reading up on the inferior race. No matter. What brings you here? Weary traveler, have you come for my wares? I have many wares.
I think it's a little obvious that I didn't quite know what I was doing with that one, and I just started filming. But I think it's fun. It's fun. I don't know. It could be construed as like lazy, but I think it's nice and humorous. I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's nice. The crab hat's always a good excuse. I think the inferior race line is fun. People will be like, the lobster on your head, and I'm like, it's a crab. It's a crab hat. I'm not actually racist against lobsters. I'd like that to be, but it's for the comedic effect. I should stop. I'm gonna stop saying words because I don't want to dig myself a grave.
As they say in Rome, it's time for plant update. Update.
The way that I'm just dying in that one. It's A. It's easy A. Easy A. This is actually a very staggering, like, well spread. I'm not intentionally doing this. It's just every intro I'm like, it's between these two categories, and I just kind of like shift one of the ways. Should cards go A? Ooh, I didn't mean to switch them. Should cards go A? I don't know. I think it's funny, but I just think that, like, could have been done a lot better, and, like, if the punchline was a little shorter, there was more humor throughout, I think it would be better. But I like it too much to put it like C's and like needs more improvement. The tension and motion here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Chili's.
Update. Plant update.
It's fine. I think I thought it was funnier. If I had more to it, it'd be better. It's a C, I think. I think that's a fine C. Yeah. I'm not gonna make too many excuses about that one. I think that's C. It's there, but like, not quite there. Oh, we can see that this is when I got my new phone, because you see like this like yellow tinge in the quality and the how compressed it is, and then boom. And this is with the front-facing camera. And it's that much better.
Hello, weary traveler. Have you come for my wares? Please, take a seat, please. My apologies.
often wander wistfully in search of those such as yourself, the weary travelers. What was that? She sent you. I have just the thing you need. I take it your journey has taken you a long way. Well, fear not, my friend. I have new things for you, free of charge. I owe my life to her. She's a good friend. For moral strength, take this companion. For sustenance, take this delightfully brewed snack. And for the road, here are a few golden shekels, just in case you encounter any trouble along the way. Keep heading east through the west wind and pass. May the goddess be with you, weary traveler.
My favorite is when I just put things in a bag and just choose to be a character that's like a wandering salesman. That's an A. I was thinking originally B, but no, that's an A. I think the running at the end as well really sells it. They can't teach you world building skills like this. Who's the goddess? Who are they indebted to? Who's the lady who saved their life? I haven't decided if that one's connected with the map maker or Little Red. Maybe I'll get there in life. Shout out to Team Momo, marble teams. The loud breathing, the erratic movement, and then the fall. I think that's A. I think it's funny. I like it. I don't want to say that just falling is funny, but I think that it was good. It's service. It was serviceable. There was nice tension, I think. Yeah.
This is it. This is the bit. This is the opening. That's the bit.
I was at the end of my rope when filming that. All my plants were dying. There was nothing left in me. And I think that there's just no way that this emotion can ever be captured again. Like, look in those eyes. Look into those eyes and tell me if there's anything but just raw, just pain and suffering, but not of a great magnitude, but just of a one of longing for just better. Oh, easy S. Easy S.
Who goes there? Hello there, fellow. Am I correct in my assumption that you may be lost? Who am I? Why? You do not know me by reputation alone. I'm, of course, the map maker. The map maker? You scoff at me. I am the finest map maker this side of the Crystal Sea, you'll hear. It appears you may be lost. Can I interest you in one of my maps? Please, give me 1 second, good fellow. Appears to not be in any of these pockets. Ah, perfect. map for you. I assure you of its quality. These are the finest maps this side of the Crystal Sea. They can be yours, my friend, for only 8 rubles. You seem to be in quite the bind. Do you accept my offer?
8 rubles.
Went up.
8 rubles, huh? Guess he didn't keep getting... Guess didn't keep heading east on the Westwind Pass. So that was rubles? What was the other one? Let me check the wander again. I'm just curious. What did I say the currency was in that one?
East, the snack. First, us take this delightfully brewed. And for the road, here are a few golden shekels.
Golden shekels. I wonder what the conversion between shekels and rubles is. Mapmaker's an easy A. Whenever I, like, commit that hard to a character, I don't think I can give it anything less than a B, and I just think it's fun. I think that I think I do a good job with those. Sometimes I get, like, burnt out of them, so, like, I'll get tired of doing characters, then I'll have to do, like, non-character ones, so I get tired of them. But, whenever I get in, like, that full costume, you know that you're in for something, at least. Oh, I don't know where I was. What, April 2021. Good evening, everyone. I figured I'd start this plan update a little bit differently with, some novelty card magic.
See, I was tired of doing characters, and I did this.
Maybe this is a bit trickier to do through a digital medium, also a, stuck-in-time digital medium, but I believe in you. So now I would like you to think of a card. Now, I want you to concentrate very hard, except I'm going to tell you what card you're thinking of. You're thinking of the Ace of Diamonds. You see, it was actually on top, but it wasn't. It was the Jack of Hearts, my favorite card. However, I know you weren't thinking of the Jack of Hearts, because I told you not to think of the Jack of Hearts. And you see, the Jack of Hearts actually has this really cool property, where it just becomes the Ace of Diamonds. Really funky, ain't it? Oop, oh no. There goes the Ace of Diamonds. Where did it go? I don't actually know. Where did it go? All I see left is the Jack of Hearts. That sneaky boy. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Now, as a lot of you may know, I keep 2 copies of Windows 7 Home Premium for refurbished PCs inside my desk at all times. And I believe that my dear friend the Jack of Hearts had something up his sleeve. I dare say an ace. Let's check this copy. It appears to be regular. Get it out of here. However, when I check this copy, you're not going to believe this. The Ace of Diamonds. Plant update.
Plant up.
I ate that. I ate up the scenery. I chewed it up. Like... I came and I ate. I ate. I really have to use the washroom, so we're gonna call this. We're gonna take pee break. So yeah, maybe I'll edit it out. Maybe I'll leave a little break. We'll see. I do have to edit this video anyways, so I'll probably edit these gaps out. So I'll be right back, but you'll see me as soon as I get back. Alrighty, the pee break has concluded. So, let's just keep going, I guess. Oh, Letitia.
Oh,
me, oh dear, oh me, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh me, oh dear, oh dear, oh me, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh me, oh dear, oh me, oh me, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It's perfect. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Originally, Emmi, I guess we'll see where you rank this one later, but originally, I was a big fan of this intro, and Emmi was not. Emmi was like, not so sure. But it's, I think it's aged like a fine wine, where it's like, maybe you don't appreciate it quite as much at first. I've lost the glow stick out of my ring. Maybe you don't appreciate it as much at first, but the way it's all in the aging process of it. And I think that Oh Me Oh Dear has aged like fine wine. Oh.
What's the big idea? The client was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. You. No. I told you I was going clean. And I did. I went clean. I did my time. I got out. I ain't doing that anymore. So I don't know why you're waltzing up here expecting something from me. Because I ain't in that business anymore. I went clean. You know? And what about you? Did you ever go clean? Did you ever call your sister? Huh? I did go clean. I did. I'm into real legitimate business now. Furniture and upholstery. You wanna see? Huh? Decorative throw pillows. Huh? I swear on my mama Louise's grave that I have not been selling that stuff for years. Okay? Maybe years is an exaggeration. Maybe a couple months. But still, I am cleaner than I have ever been in my life. Now either you can buy this decorative pillow, or you can get out of my sight. Okay? Of course you want the pillow. Have fun with it. I'm done. Okay? This is it. Don't ever call me again.
Emmi knew exactly what she was doing when she made that pillow for me for my birthday. Emmi knew exactly what she was doing. What can I say? You know, they say there are no perfect trilogies. You know, the original Star Wars, you know, there's problems with Return of the Jedi, and some people think A New Hope is a little contrived because it's just the hero's journey. There's problems with The Godfather. Godfather Part 1 and Part 2, perfect. Godfather Part 3, quite dookie, according to most standards. I've never seen any of them. But the Silica Dealer trilogy, I mean...
Hi. You must be my 12 o'clock? Perfect. Sorry that I'm a little late. I just got caught up with another client. Alrighty, so it says here that you've been having trouble sleeping recently, is that right? Okay. And that you've also been struggling with like bad dreams and nightmares at night. Okay, that's right as well. I guess just to get a little bit of a baseline, I guess on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being like neutral, or even pleasant dreams, and 10 being like life-ruining, sticking with you forever, bad dreams, how would you rate your current experience over, let's say, the past 2 weeks with dreams on that kind of scale? Okay. No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's all about just what you're experiencing. So
the bad news is there's nothing on this clipboard. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I just walked in with this cardigan on, and then the receptionist handed me this clipboard and was like, you have a 12 o'clock appointment. And I was like, I don't work here. And she said, go. And I got scared, so then I did, and now I'm in here with you, and it's just, this clip was a lot of pressure, and I just don't think I can take it. And there's just a lot happening right now, and I haven't been the same for a very long time. Can you we can talk about your stuff after. Can you just give me a second? I just need a minute. Okay. I'm composed. Anyways, I lied to you. I need a minute. I need to go.
Plant update.
I think that might be the most insane intro I've ever done. Just because of how long it is, and how just completely incomprehensible it is. Like, I don't know what was going through my head. I don't know. I feel like I was going through a lot of things, so I just channeled it into that. I don't know. That's A. A for effort, honestly. Oh, like, I just can't, I don't know how to unpack that. I don't know how to unpack what I just witnessed. Maybe this will be a good palate cleanser.
Step right up, come one, come all, to the show of wonders. You there. Yes, you. Would you like to come see the show? What is it, you ask? Well, of course, it's only the most wondrous show in all the land. We have fire-eating people eat fire, and there's a lion there, and the lion's rather kind of upset, a little bit angry, and a person's gonna touch it. Yeah, gonna just poke it. Does this not interest? It doesn't interest you? What do you? But this is the finest show in all the land. Can't you see? The show of wonders, of mystery, of amazement. What do you mean you're uninterested? This is my life's work. What do you mean? Please, come. Show, come on. You need to see it. You need to see the show. Please.
I wasn't like grimacing at the intro itself, it just brings up a wave of memories. The way that my friends ruined my life in the comments, one of them commented ratio, and then ratioed me, and the other one commented, you look like the Onceler from the Lorax, and the Batman, sorry, I need to get it right, I don't know the order, but it's fine. You look like the Oncelers from the Lorax, and the Jokers from the Batman love child. And then they didn't tell me who made the comments. Like, I asked them, because I was like, this has to be one of my friends. It has to be. And they all denied it. They denied it until January. And that was in September. They strung me along for 4 months. And, like, the worst part was, so we do, like, a dumb, award show for 2 years running in my little friend group. And this, you look like the Oncelers from the Lorax and the Jokers from the Batman love child, literally won the biggest award for best bit of the year. And I waltz up on stage, and by on stage I mean to the front of the room, like in front of the couches, to accept the award. And then Dylan starts laughing, and we're all like, he did it, he made it, he did it.
And then he like he slips up somehow because he's like, I created a new account and I commented ratio. He didn't claim for the, because it was plus ratio. Sorry, it was the two comments together that really destroyed me mentally for months. But then I was like, wait, no, I checked both accounts. They were both created in 2018. He's a liar. We caught him in a lie. Dylan commented ratio on another video with a different account, but it got like deleted or something, and he just in his mind legitimately thought he was the one who commented ratio. Anyways, after literally like an hour, finally my friends Sarah, Alyssa, and Alea confessed that they were the ones who commented both of them, and we put the whole episode behind us. But it was intense. This one's kind of calming. I'm just taping it back to the wall. It's too long. It's not great. But there's a sense of calming, because it's just the gentle ripping and placing of duct tape. It's not great, but it's C. I don't think it's B at all, but it's C. It's C. Down. Wow. Down to the last 5. Sheesh. Hey, whoa, what's the big idea here? What's going on here? Well, I'm just a fish. I'm just swimming. Swim. Whoa. Hey, this is where I live. What are you doing here? What the heck? What's the big idea? I'm just a swimmy fish. Swimmy. Well, why don't you swim away? But this is where I like to swim. Well, you know what? I guess that's fine then. You know, upon further realization, this conflict was completely unnecessary. Glub, fishy swim. Thank you. I used Aquarius and Shwing Jimmy to process through personal issues. Okay, hold on. Hold your horses before you get into too big of a fuss, too big of I'm thinking of other words. Terry, before you get your knickers in a twist. I know that there's, a lot new happening right now, and I just want you to take a second to take it all in. Just breathe with me. In through the nose, out with the mouth. Now, I was planning on doing this whole, intro just regularly, just, a little funny hoo-hoo bit, haha. But it was really on my heart, to just address everything going on. And, I know that I mounted the Dory fishbowl relatively straight, and it's supposed to be off center, and I'm sorry about that, but it is mounted, and I'll fix it as soon as I can. I swear. I know that that's really throwing a lot of you off, and that's really gonna stick with you. But please, I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna do my best in the future. So, thank you for your support through all these new changes, and you know, let's stick with it. Am I right? Thank you.
So obviously, the joke is that this is here. The VP of Nothing statue, which is now in my background, which I adore with all my heart. It didn't come like that, we had to make it. That was a like $20 statue from Walmart, and then we found the VP of Nothing plaque with it, me and Kisa, and I super glued the VP of Nothing plaque onto it. But there's a second layer to the joke. This is the first appearance of my new glasses. There's a second layer to the joke. It's not S, but it's a very solid A. It's a very solid A. So. Woo.
Oh, hello, kind stranger. Hello. Do you mind if I take a seat with you on this bench? Oh, thank you, thank you. These woods are terribly dreadful. The only reason I've braved them is because my dear grandmother has gone sick again. It's terrible, terrible, dreadful thing. Well, what is in my basket, you ask? Oh, well, of course I had to bring everything that she might need to, you know, give her strength back. I brought her some of my fresh baked bread, some of her favorite snacks. She loves her fruit gummies. I brought her a non-lethal butter spreader to spread butter. Okay, you can never be too careful in these woods, you know. You know, it's dreadful, these wolves. So deceptive. I have to keep my dear grandmother safe. Oh, and then to bring her strength back, I brought her some of her favorite movies, you know. I just would hate to see her, you know, bored and sick. It's terrible. And please don't tell the sheriff, but I was able to find a few bottles of her favorite ale. But it's just to take the edge off her pain. She likes it, so what's the harm in it? So, but I fear that I've become lost in these woods. So, kind stranger, can you please point me in the right direction?
A few subtle fun things. When I did the movies, there was a movie Behind Cats, The Farewell, which is actually my favorite movie, which is fun. The non-lethal butter spreaders from work, it was just like in the knives, like new knives that we got, and it's just like completely smooth. It's just smooth, didn't get sharpened. I think it's fun. I've got to give it an A. I've given a lot of A's, but I deserve. There deserves. Pardon me. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Pardon me. Deserves to be a lot of A's. Oh, this is the background change. Swimmy, 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 swimmy. Oh, hi, Demarquarius. Oh, hi, Swimmy Jimmy. How are you today? I'm quite good. I'm just swimming along. Swimmy, 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 swimmy. How are you, Demarquarius? I've been better, Swimmy Jimmy. I'm gonna be honest. I've been better. Well, what has you feeling so down right now, Demarquarius? Well, it's my birthday coming up, Swimmy Jimmy, and I'm just not so sure. What not so sure about what? Birthdays are such a fun and joyous time. You get to do all the swimming you like. Swimmy, 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 swim. It's not that. It's not that, Swimmy Jimmy. I don't know. It's just strange, getting older and aging and continuing on in life. I know it's not too bad, but it can just be a little overwhelming sometimes. Well, that happens with everything in life. But as long as you have people in your life to celebrate with, and people who will support you into the future, you're fine. It's all good. You make a good point, Shwimmy Jimmy. And, I'll even plan a birthday party for you. You'd do that for me, Shwimmy Jimmy? Of course! You're my dearest friend! And maybe if you allowed, we could do a little bit of Shwimmy? I think that might be fun. Maybe we can do a little bit of Shwimmy. I think that sounds nice. Yay! We'll have a great birthday! You'll have a great birthday, more specifically, but I'll enjoy it as well, because everybody can celebrate! Yay! Yay! Thank you.
Update.
What can I say? I said I'll already ace in the process through my personal issues. This is the last one.
Hello there! I've come with a royal proclamation from the neighboring king. After the war, he felt it necessary to send word. Shall you receive thine message? I am merely his humble messenger, so take it with a grain of salt.
Okay, so Wanderer, Mapmaker, the Circus, the Ringleader, Little Red, all those are really good characters. And, the Jester isn't necessarily, I don't feel like it's, I think, with all of those, I put in such great effort into them that, they're really good as well. But, there's just something about just the psychotic laughter at the end, the complete outfit, I have to. I have to. Thanks to Rachel for making me that hat for my birthday. So, well, there you have it, folks. That's the tier list. Only 3Ds. This one, honestly, but I really am just not a big fan of it, honestly. I think that's a D. I think it has to be. There's 3Ds, really not that bad though, because they're all passable intros. A few Cs, not a huge amount of Bs. A lot of S's and A's, but I'm biased, so I don't care. I don't care though. I do not care. What a fun time. What a good time. And yeah, call me biased for putting all the puppet ones and all the silica ones in S. I don't care. Screw you. Who are you? The police? It's my own intros. So, well, later down the line, I will film the analysis with my friends to compare. But for now, that's it. So, thank you for joining me for now, and I'll see you. Well, I'll see you the next second when I actually film the other part of this video. So, bye for now. See you soon. Hi everybody, I'm back. So, we have once again come to the point. Sorry, I'm just checking my things to make sure they're fine. Once again come to the point where I have compiled all my friend stuff. Unfortunately, didn't get as many people as I wanted. JD didn't quite finish in time. So, unfortunately, I only have 4 friends to work with here. However, I'm not to be dismayed at all. So, just as a refresher, you don't need a refresher because you just saw it. This is mine. And I just want to go through each person's kind of individual by individual, just to briefly touch on theirs individually, but then get to the spreadsheet, which of course I had to make because I am how I am. So yeah, let's start with Emmy's. Now, I don't I didn't try to calculate whose was closest to mine, because I don't think that's inherently relevant, really. Emmy's D was incredibly predictable. Emmy's only D was Fishbowl. Incredibly predictable to me because Emmi very much did not like Fishbowl. I think that a lot of our S's are similar. I think that I put all the DeMarquarius and Shumi Jimmy stuff in S. Emmi put the original DeMarquarius in C. Not as big of a fan of that one, which is reasonable. It's fair. It's fine. Silica Trilogy, all S. Crab Dark, S. Overall, I have no, like, objections here. Literature in B might be a little high. Chili's, you know, we'll come back to Chili's. Yeah, I don't know. Just confused me. Yeah, nothing crazy. Emmy's relatively, not bad. Liz, dear friend of the show, Liz. Nothing in Liz's either. Liz didn't like mouthwater because she thought it was kind of gross. And I mean, it is kind of yucky, objectively. I think that's true. Overall, nothing crazy. Again, Chili's an A. Strange to me. Literature an A. Might be a little high. I don't think there's any that are lower that I'm, like, offended by. I'm just kind of interested by which ones are higher. Now, Cruz did his with one of his friends. No clue who the friend was. So I'm going to blame everything on the unnamed friend. Because, I already swore a couple times previously, so I'm going to keep my sailor mouth to myself. But holy poo-poo balls, did Cruz rip me a new one. Cruz's friend rip me a new one. So it's not the highest quality, but as you can see here, quite the distribution down here. Run, Gun, and Silica 3 are the only S's. And I mean, I'm all for people using the full range of things and, like, reserving the top tiers. But Run and Gun, as, like, the two S's along with Silica 3, that seems a little... And all the DeMarquarius and Shumi Jimmy's pretty low. DeMarquarius by himself, and then DeMarquarius and Shumi Jimmy 2 down straight to the boiler room. Jester, Wanderer, Circus, Little Red. I can understand not being as big of a fan of the characters. And I'm not gonna, like, tell you how to, like, have opinions on my art form, Cruz's friend. Also, Cruz is totally fine if they were your opinions. It's fine. There's no hard feelings. This is all just a little bit. But, like, damn, the character one's that low? And Fishbowl in B? And Shrug in A? And Tube and Time For in A? Like, clearly there's, like, an amount of, like, opposite taste in intros going on here. And Chili's an A! Anyways, I thought Chili's was a really lazy intro, and it wasn't that good of a punchline. It's not like I had any kind of costume on. It was just like, hi, welcome to Chili's. Like, if I had jumped down from my bed and done it, or, like, something more entertaining than just, like, it also goes on for so long. Did I put Chili's in C, right? Or B? C. It's C/B. I think it's serviceable, but it's like, nah. Whoa! You can't see that. That was a spoiler. You're not supposed to see that yet. So yeah, anyways, Cruz friend kind of tore me a new one, but that's fine. That's okay. Silica 1 and 2 and A. Oh. Anyways, I'm not bitter. And then dear friend of the show, Gil's ranking. See, Gil kind of got it. Chili's in D. Run in D is a little, not quite so sure about that one, but to each their own. None of the Silicas in S for Gil, which might get them burned at the stake. I don't make the rules. Yeah, I'm not really terribly offended by any of these, I think. Crab Dark is the only one, but Gil already told me that they didn't like Crab Dark because it hurt their eyes with the colors when it came on. Silica 2 and B, it might be like a war crime in some jurisdictions. Anywho, all of this comes together to form a lovely spreadsheet that I have made, and now I'm going to bestow the spreadsheet upon you. Now, there's two parts of the spreadsheet. First off, I have to, like, move myself. So now it's gonna look awkward. So now I have to, like, if I sit like this, it's just gonna look weird. It's not gonna look right, and that's fine. We're just gonna have to accept that. Okay. So, as we can see here, I've got this all here. Noah, Emmi, Liz, Cruz plus friend, and then Gil all laid out nicely here. I included the BLM one just so that way it was like sake of consistency, but that one obviously didn't get rated. And I threw in everybody's. I originally was doing it by hand, and then I was like, oh wait, I can, like, spreadsheets are designed to, like, be used intuitively. So then I was able to go to, like, if, like, an extension for filling cells or whatever. I think it was something with, like, conditional formatting. Who knew spreadsheets could actually be intuitive to use? Haha. So yeah, this is the spread. I'll get into some anomalies after, but yeah, generally this is how it is. This is the color thing over here, as well as, for the sake of averaging out and finding, like, generally... I should backtrack. So, going into this, I had a couple of theories, hypotheses, if you will. One of which was that, overall, my intros have improved over the years. I have been... this was the first 3 years. We're on to the start of year 4, which is insane that I have been... like, the 4th year of me doing something monthly. Insane. Difficult to wrap my head around. But I generally was like, I think that my intros have improved over time. I think they've gotten better. And so that was one of my things. My second one is that for highest intros overall, the Silica trilogy, I think, are going to be some of the highest. I don't know if it would be the highest, but it was going to be, I figured it would be some of the highest. So those were generally my assumptions. But also I wanted to see, like, which intros generally are regarded as the best, which intros generally regarded as the worst. We'll get into which ones are which in the ranking tab. The ranking tab I want to save for last, though, because it's fun. So yeah, I kind of, not arbitrarily, but I assigned, like, S as 5, A as 4, B as 3, C as 2, D as 1 point, and then, like, averaged out the numerical value into an average. I know that's not perfect, and, like, the tiers aren't directly correlated to numbers, because it's really tricky, because, like, the tiers can mean different things than, like, a number ranking would to people, but just to get a general idea of average. I'm not saying any of this is, like, properly done with data, or, like, I don't think any, like, if people actually wanted to find, like, the true average, or, like, what people truly believed in that, I would have used, like, a numeric scale from the start and whatever. But also, I'm really not that worried. Also, it's a very small sample size, being 5 people, and one of them is myself. So this is just the general gist. We would have had JD, but rest in peace. Maybe when I get to, like, year 4 and year 5, we'll do this whole thing all over again. I can't do it for 1 year. I think it would have to be at least 2 more years. Do this whole thing over again, get more people involved, go even nuts, get a bigger spreadsheet. Oh, my ego wouldn't be able to take it. So anyways, that's the general assumption that I was going with, is those two, kind of. And I was interested to see what are regarded as lower, what are regarded as higher, whatever. So here we have this whole shebang, and I don't have much to say about this. I guess my first hypothesis, so the average for year 1, and this is the years are distinguished with different colors on the side. The average for year 1 was 2.73 out of 5, kind of, but, like, I'm considering it a scoreless number because it's mostly just to be compared to the others, which is fine, passable. Year 2, 3.56, which is higher, pretty significantly higher, 0.8 higher, and given the way that all of this is averaging out, I would say that 0.8 is pretty significant. But then we get to year 3, 3.7. So not a huge increase from year 2, but an increase nonetheless, which is interesting to note for myself personally. I think that's interesting to note. So yeah. Personally, I'm not going to do this statistic with anybody else, but like personally for me, in year 3 I only gave out 1 C. I think same thing with Liz. Cruz and his friend kind of tore me a new one all the way down. Gil's lowest in year 3 was B, and Emmi's lowest was Fishbowl with D, but other than that, there was no C's. The B was the lowest. Anyways, it's just interesting. I think without further ado, the ranking. I don't know if I should try to do this in a very intense way. So I'm gonna move myself back to the corner, and I'm gonna move to the. Oh no, but you'll be able to tell. No, you won't. It's fine. Just build the suspense with me. So here we have the rankings, the lower rankings. Very interesting to see. Now, I'd like everybody to take a second to just think of what they think will be the highest. What they think will be the highest. Just take a second in your mind, think about it. In 5th place, I can't really do this one at a time because of the way this is laid out, so we're just gonna have to go along with it. So, in 5th place, with a whopping average of, I can't see. In 5th place, with a whopping average of 4.2, Oh Dear Oh Me. Oh Dear Oh Me is such a banger. In 4th place, with a whopping 4.4. Actually, there's a tie for 4th place. A tie for 3rd place, more accurately, between Gun and Silica 2, both coming in at 4.4. And actually having the same breakdown of scores, 3 S's, 1 B, 1 A. In 2nd place, Silica 1 with 4.6, and in 1st place, Silica 3 with a 4.8. So, I was correct. In the top 4, 3 of the top 4 are the 3 Silicas. Gun is so interesting to me that Gun was so highly regarded by the masses. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was that good. It's interesting to me. Because, you can see my rankings all the way here. And, I put S for everything above here except for Gun, which was A. The only one in this... Cruz really tore me a new one on that one. That was a lot. Anyways, very interesting. Very interesting. And then the lowest intro, the lowest 2, it's a tie. It's a tie for the lowest. Was Mouthwater and Water Pun. Both with the same breakdown of 1B, 2 C's, 2 D's. Which is, I don't know. I'm not necessarily surprised. It's interesting, though. And then above that with another tie is Time 4 and Shrug. Which is so interesting. You can see people gave everybody gave the exact rating they gave for Shrug was the same as Time 4. And you can just see what was happening here. What are these 2 A's? Anyways, it's not important. So we can see here that there's not a ton of bias at play because my distribution's not perfect. It's not like everybody was just bending to my will. Wink wonk. A few things to note. So nobody gave the same. There was no clean sweep. Everybody gave the same rating on the same intro. All 5 of us. There was 3 instances though where 4 people gave the same rating. One of which was Silica 3, where Gil is the odd one out, giving A instead of S. No hard feelings, though. It's all about personal opinion. Another one was Jigfall, which was given A's across the board, minus Cruz and Friend, who gave it B. And then the only other one to do that, so both of those are 4 people, and then the odd person out gave 1 below. The only other one with that was Constantinople 1, which C's across the board, and then it got an S from Gil. Which is kind of nutso. But, like, more power to you. Yeah, generally you can see that the S's are, like, higher, and, like, the D's and, like, the lighter colors are lower. It's kind of the point of color coding it to some degree like that. But yeah, there are some S's lower when it's one off. DeMarquarius was given 2 S's and still ended up, like, complete middle of the pack, which is a little rough. There were none that had everybody give a unique score, though. None of those happened. But, yeah. So, what a lovely time. What a grand adventure. I had fun with this. I hope you enjoyed, well, I mean, I guess this whole video. This is just the last part of it, though, with the analysis with friend stuff. But I do sure hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun with it. This was, even though this is coming out after April, which I would have liked it to, goodness golly. I would have preferred this come out in April, but it's fine. So yeah, happy 3rd anniversary to Planet Date, and here's to many more. So, cheers, woo! Thank you for joining me on this, however much you watched. I know it's a very long video, so don't imagine that a ton of people watched the whole thing, which is fine. That's a-okay. So yeah, I hope you appreciated it, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you around. Toodles!